Olimar topaeto? No, ponte painetto ne? No? Cosmosa so. Ui. Pegasus Olimar.
Everybody, and it is me, Damian, and let me welcome you guys to the first episode of Pikmin 2. Before Pikmin 3 came out, this was arguably my favorite Pikmin game, but now it's tied with Pikmin 1. It's actually, I feel really bad for Olimar because he went through that whole journey of, oh no, my ship got hit by a meteor, and I had to spend so much time on this planet trying to fix it. He gets home, and literally within like a few days of getting home, they're like, oh, well, now you gotta go back to this planet that you were stuck on for so long and help repay our debt. So there's that. Poor Olimar. I feel for him. That was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnosis. Alert. Danger. Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment. Look. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them. Point at the screen and yeah. Yeah. I know the controls. It's the same as Pikmin 2 or Pikmin 1. Also, remember in the beginning of Pikmin 1 how also the Pikmin can't die at this point in the story because you kind of need all of them. But remember in the beginning of Pikmin 1 how Olimar crash landed in the impact site and all of the Pikmin onions were essentially in the ground dormant. You can assume that the Pikmin went extinct at some point, and then Olimar reactivated the onions and then started the whole Pikmin repopulation program, you know. And now in Pikmin 2, the Pikmin are no longer just in their onions; they're out and about and doing stuff without Olimar, which is I feel a cool little detail that they added. Anyway, let's get these Pikmin. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Hold A and okay. Yeah, don't tell me how to play, please. Yeah, like I said, this has the exact same controls as Pikmin 1 because it's essentially the re-release for the Wii. Because believe it or not, Pikmin controls go really well. Or not Pikmin controls, motion controls go really well when you're trying to play Pikmin. I have, like, once I found out that there was a Wii release of this game, like in 2012, 2013, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that because as much as I like the GameCube controller, just playing Pikmin on the GameCube controller is just so weird. The motion controls work fascinatingly well for a Pikmin game. Attention, Captain Olimar, I have just re-established my communication link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press minus to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Alright, and let's press the button and we'll go to Louis. Another thing I like about Pikmin 2, instead of just having Olimar go throughout the entire planet and do things all by himself, you now have two captains you can use, which means now you can split groups of Pikmin into two and multitask. Louis, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, now you have two captains. And it's just the press of a button you can switch between them. And it's just so much better. You can multitask, you can leave one captain with a group of Pikmin and not have to worry about enemies killing them. You can leave one captain at the onion if you really want to pluck Pikmin. It's great. Not even gonna lie. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. The onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. And pluck it we shall. I don't understand why the onion sprouted just one seed, at all, because there's already Pikmin on the field. But it's whatever. I guess they have to introduce Louis to the Pikmin in some way, shape, and form. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. You can press yada yada yada. You can yeah. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling pick carrots was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Oh god, I love this game so much. Alright, and with that, I think the music finally kicks in for the Valley of Repose. Oh no, don't do that. I'm gonna throw you right on top of it. Or not. There we go. The music in all of the Pikmin games is just phenomenal. It's great. If you haven't, you should go on YouTube or SoundCloud or whatever you use and look up Pikmin music, because the entirety of the Pikmin soundtrack is just great. They can be relaxing. There's amazing pieces. My favorites are an area we haven't gone to yet. The Valley of Repose is one of my favorites too. Oh, I didn't read that. Yes, see, Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the Onion, and further propagate the species. The Onion is a Pikmin mothership. And yeah. And it's still the same for Pikmin 1. If you take a pellet of the same color back to the Onion, you'll get one more of that, of what the number on it is. So because the pellet is red and it has a 1 on it, we'll get 2 instead of 1. Which I always think is cool. Like I said, I love this song. And Olimar's still over here. We kind of need, there's a paper bag right in front of us. And if you do this, you'll see that we need 15 Pikmin to weigh this down. Currently we have 12 on the field, so we really can't do that. But hopefully, wait, what happened here? Oh no. Oh, okay, I was about to say, did the game like glitch? Because that would have been like bad. Anyway, yeah, you need a Pikmin to weigh down stuff. It's a new mechanic, I think. Alright, I have 9, this should be 10, 11, and then Olimar's give us 16, so we're good now. But the entire story of this game is that we have to come back onto the Pikmin planet. Can I pull up the map? I can. Look at this giant map right here. Oh, wait, I was trying to get it back. There we go. It's giant. Anyway, the whole point of this game is that we're back on the Pikmin planet, not to recover any parts, but to recover treasure. And this over here is our first piece of treasure. A Duracell battery. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? And then, yeah, the camera. Same controls. Okay, please. Shit. Yeah, one of our treasures. A lot of the treasures in this game, aside from it being like bottle caps and stuff, this game has a lot of product placement. We have Duracell batteries, we have like bottle caps from different types of like beverages, we have like toys from Japan. It's insane. But it's just another thing that makes this game like really memorable, is just all the treasures you can find in this game. Anyway, before you guys finish that, let's go meet up with Olimar and let those other Pikmin bring that carcass back to the Onion. Because actually, I think we need like 20 Pikmin to be able to carry that Duracell battery. There we go. And hey, probably mad up. Captain Olimar, Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip, but now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, yeah. Okay, don't worry about it. Now that we're all together, I think the music changed again. Alright, let's get 3 on there. If we try to go over to this paper bag right here, you'll find out that we don't have enough Pikmin. We need 35. This carcass right here is going to give us about 3 more Pikmin, or maybe, it's either 3 or 4 more Pikmin. Actually, let's get a few more on there, because that needs to go faster. I'm an impatient man. And you guys need to start digging this back up. Yeah, it's 20. So this carcass will give us 4 more, which means we'll cap at 20 for today, which means we're 15 red Pikmin short, or we're just 15 Pikmin short, like in general, to be able to continue through that paper bag. Because if you look around the entire area, there is nothing else for the Pikmin to like kill or gather. But you know, it's okay. It's only the first day. First day is always a tutorial in Pikmin games. There's typically not that many enemies for good reasons, because if you were to lose on the first day, people would quit. Also new feature, when you have 2 captains. Yep, there's our 4 sprouts. Since we have 2 captains now, when we start plucking Pikmin, Louie goes and plucks the nearest one as well. Well, if Olimar doesn't rush over there and get it first. But yeah, so Pikmin plucking is like 2 times faster. The amount of time it takes for comparing it to Pikmin 1, the amount of times that the amount of time I can't speak today. Oh my god. The amount of time that it takes for a sprout to hit the floor and then grow up to be a sprout is about a second, as opposed to like Pikmin 1 where it was almost like 2 seconds, where it would hit the ground, like the bud would like slowly like poke up and then it would grow out. And this one, it hits the ground and then like within a second it like starts to pop up and you can start picking it, which I feel is a good improvement because nobody likes Pikmin plucking. It just takes forever. If I could, I would always have 100 Pikmin on the field, so that any new Pikmin that I get would just like be stored in the onion for future use, you know. And that's really all we can do for day 1. I guess this Duracell battery is the only thing we can get. I think, is this a double A battery? I think. Does it say? March 2010. Oh wow, this game came out in 2004. Wow, that's 8 years ago when this battery expired. That is funny. Or actually, wait, yeah, I just gotta wait for the Pikmin to get into the ship, and then we can like maneuver around it. That's insane. Oh yeah, this is Is it just a D battery? I don't know. It's the normal battery, the normal size batteries that you put in like almost everything. It's also worth 280 coins. It's called the Courage Reactor. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hokotate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. I hope my robotic voice is good enough. Oh god. And I think I said at the end of the Pikmin Let's Play, but this game also has a crap ton of just quality of life changes. I figured out, because I posted in like 4 different videos, like in the distant spring, and when we fought BT Longlegs and the Puff Stool, I would just randomly just lose like 10, 15 Pikmin for no good reason. I'm like, what happened to my Pikmin? I don't remember losing them. It turns out in Pikmin 1, there's a glitch, so where if there's Pikmin underneath an enemy, when it falls or trips or whatever, they just disappear and vanish. It's like you lost them. And I feel like that's dumb. I feel like it can happen in this game, but it happens very less, which is great. The Pikmin are also less finicky when you're trying to regroup them and thing. They don't just like fly over the place. And when a Pikmin dies, you will now see the color of their what Pikmin color actually died, instead of the spirit just looking like a different like shade of blue. So we just got $280, and we got 20 Pikmin. And then, oh god, and this is a chart for a few things to come. We can lose Pikmin to fights, sunset, fire, water, electricity, explosions, and poison. But we don't have to worry about poison for a good bit. Anyway, let's go forward. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts. So check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Just like the diary logs that Olimar did at the end of Pikmin 1, in this one we get emails from just from people, which I find cool. And I'll show you guys what he meant about the treasure hoard thing. In Pikmin 2, once you meet an enemy or kill an enemy, or at least brush it, it gets added to your Picklopedia. Here you can throw carrots at the enemies to see how they react and how they eat. You can listen to you can read Olimar's notes on the enemy. Like for this one, it's the dwarf red bulborb, Pansaurus, Pseudodactyli, Russ's breadbug family. Although initially identified as a juvenile red bulborb, groundbreaking new research indicates that this creature is in fact a member of the breadbug family, a close relative of the vanilla breadbug. It escapes predation through mimicry. Unique adaptation of the red bulborb's crimson coloration allows the species to safely commingle. Such effective adaptation and obfuscation by a prey species is rare, indicating this clever creature is a master of mimicry. And then you have Louie's notes, which is all about cooking the animals, or cooking the enemies in this game. For a blissful beast, mince the entire beast finely and stir it with heavy cream, artichoke hearts, and a pinch of black pepper. Heat slowly until piping hot. Mmm, rich and creamy. So Olimar and Louie have very different ways of thinking. And then you can also do the same thing with the treasures. Just zoom on them, do whatever, and then read Olimar's notes on it. Louie doesn't have any, because why would he care about the treasure? He only cares about eating. He sounds like me. We've recovered our first treasure. Amazingly, the Pikmin remembered how to salvage it. I can't understand their adorable language, and I don't know what they're thinking. Yet I'm so happy to see them. When I crashed on this planet, the Pikmin helped me locate my missing ship parts. In my darkest hour, the Pikmin were there for me. Now that I'm reunited with them, I know everything will be alright. It will, right? Oh, Olimar. And go back to arena selection. Anyway, this game is bigger. It's like 2 times longer than Pikmin 1. But I am just super happy that I am about to just play through this game. I've always wanted to, when I finished my original Pikmin Let's Play in 2015, my original goal was to go through Pikmin 2 later on. I never got to it. From the fact that my capture card wasn't the best, my microphone wasn't the best, I'm like, I don't feel like I could do Pikmin 2 justice going the way I was going. So I just said, you know what, I'll just wait until later in life. And later in life I did. Here we are. So I am ready to buckle down on this game, finish it, and show you guys all the amazing things about this game. Since there's no time limit because the ship isn't broken, you have unlimited days, but I do plan on at least trying to get everything in this game. I think it's possible to do it within like 12 to 14 days, if I remember correctly. But that's like doing a lot of multitasking and like getting into a feature we haven't gotten to yet in like within the last few seconds. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys join me next time for episode 2 of Pikmin 2 as we go back into the Valley of Repose. I'll see you guys then. Bye.